Fastcorp menu 22, verify all bins. I wanted to go over this so you can see the easy way that you can go and check the programming of all of your selections. If you have moved your machine, or you're placing it for the first time, or you've changed the robot arm or the controller board, any of those things can cause the pickup location to be off a little bit, and a slight adjustment can be made to have the pickup position be centered again. The easiest way to do this is in Verify All Bins. Your other option would be to go into Edit Selection, where you also need to enter other information like the pricing, so it is much more time consuming. In Verify All Bin, it is simply going to go to every location while you make an adjustment. So let's do that. I'm going to hit the pound key at menu 22, and it's going to open the freezer. Okay, now this machine only has a few selections programmed for our purposes, but it opens the freezer, it lowers the hose. Now you might want to lower the hose using the down button on the service keypad. You can lower it down to get it into the bin more. Now let's say that this was off like this when you got here. You want to correct this. The easiest possible way is to grab the arm itself like this and just move it until you get the picker head in the center of the bin. Once you're satisfied that it's centered the way you want it, you're going to press the pound key to save the location. And now, as soon as it reels up the hose, it is going to go right to the next bin, and we're going to do the same thing. This will go in the order that the machine was programmed. And so we're going to check. Now, if you get it here, you lower it down, and you feel like it's already pretty centered, you can just hit the pound key and continue to the next. After you go through all your bins, it will say selection not found, and that just means you've come to the end of all your bins. But I wanted to go over this because one of the questions I get asked a lot is if it's okay to move the robot arm by hand like this rather than pressing the motor buttons. And yes, this is by far the fastest way to adjust this. And the rule of thumb, if any of your selections on the right half of the freezer are being programmed, this elbow should be over to the left. And likewise over here, selections on the left, the elbow should be to the right. This works for the Divi vendor as well as the Evolution vendor. Thank you.